So, Hunter x Hunter probably won't finish, and that's okay. Good morning, pizza people. It's Time Pizza back today with another video. And today I just want to talk about the fact that Hunter x Hunter probably won't finish. And for those of you that's about to get mad at me for saying Hunter x Hunter instead of Hunter x Hunter, I really don't care. Hunter x Hunter sounds cooler coming off the tongue. But you know, pizza people, one thing I really want to bring over to with today's video is that the fact that man, I love Hunter x Hunter a lot, right? And Hunter x Hunter is a series that I would love to see to the very end. Like, I want to see what's gonna happen with Gon. Is he gonna get his Nin back? What's gonna happen with Killua and Leorio and just the whole cast of crew? Who's gonna live? Who's gonna die? Hisoka, all that sweet, special, gooey woog stuff, you know. But the more I think about it, bro, that manga is never gonna have an official ending. Like, the older Togashi gets and the older that he is, it's gonna become even harder and harder for him to write more and more manga, for him to finish out that whole story he has planned. And I don't want to speak no ill will and say anything bad, but I feel like it's getting to the sort of point where it's he just can't do it anymore. Like, he physically can't bring himself to write each chapter and continue on that story that is Hunter x Hunter. And the reason I'm mainly talking about this today, right, is because I was on Twitter scrolling looking for more anime topics to talk about, and I recently saw that it has been 800 days since the last Hunter x Hunter chapter, right? And I know with the fact of me saying it's days, you guys might think, oh, that's no biggie at all, right? But if you go and do the math, 800 days, it's only 365 days in the year, bro. That's almost that's almost 3 years since there's been a Hunter x Hunter chapter. And it's sad to say, but the older he gets, I feel like it's gonna be even harder for him to continue on and even try to pick up a pen to continue on that story. And there has been little hints here and there of little hints of hope, right, of people saying, oh, maybe he can get this person to write it, or this person, just give the drafts to this person, right? But even then, I feel like he just genuinely won't allow that to happen, because I say one of the biggest things that have happened with it, or this sort of theory, was because the writer of Tokyo Ghoul, who's a big fan of Hunter x Hunter, he offered Togashi saying, hey bro, listen, I get you're tired and I can just give me the drafts and I won't change up your story, none of that, and I will write, I'll draw, I'll illustrate for you. And if you guys know the writer of Tokyo Ghoul, that's a great mangaka. That art, amazing, beautiful, and I really feel they could replicate Togashi's style in a good way, and it won't feel complete a complete change how it felt with the Naruto manga or whatever. And I honestly I thought a lot of people did think that was gonna be the thing that was gonna happen. The Tokyo Ghoul creator was gonna take over, but unfortunately, as we've seen, with it being 800 days, obviously the Tokyo Ghoul writer just didn't take over to write that manga. I kind of the sense I'm getting from that is it's almost a pride thing, or it's I want to be the one to complete my work. And people even thought his wife, who for those of you that don't know is the Sailor Moon creator, is gonna be the one to take over that manga, because who else other than his own wife to take over and illustrate, right? They're by each other dang near every single day, so what would be wrong? And that didn't happen, so it's just kind of at this point, I feel like Togashi, he either wants to do it himself or he doesn't want it out there at all. And honestly, I don't want to hate on him for that, because it's I get it, you want to be the one to illustrate your art. You're your art is important to you, that's your most sacred thing to you, that's an exact representation of an exact representation of your soul, sort of thing, right? So I get it, he wants to put that out there himself, he wants to be the one to create his own art. And with that whole sentiment that I'm kind of getting from him, I'm kind of starting to get close to the feeling even though I would love to see Hunter x Hunter finished, I feel it's selfish to tell him hey bro, you have to go get a new artist, hey bro, you have to go do this and that to make sure that I get to see it. I get it, if it's not out there, then it's not out there, type of thing. Honestly, I would be okay if he decided just to not finish it, and he decided just to release like the drafts of what. Oh, and so in a sort of like light novel sort of way. So at least like if we're not gonna see it finished, we get to kind of like read it and then almost like book sort of fashion instead of a manga. Like it doesn't have to be a manga at this point. If that's too harsh on you, I'm cool with reading a light novel about what's gonna happen. I'm cool with that. But I get it though. Togashi is an old man, and Hunter x Hunter probably won't finish. I love the series, I love its characters, and if there's a certain way that Togashi wants it to come out, if he wants it to come directly from him or not at all, I'm gonna just sit down and respect that, because I respect that writer. He gave us the likes of Yu Yu Hakusho, Hunter x Hunter 1999 and 2011 are both masterpieces on its own, and honestly, with the way 2011 ended, it almost feels like a sort of Hunter x Hunter ending, whether we get to see what continues on past that or not. Like, honestly, I'm satisfied. I'm happy with whatever we get at this point. I don't really want to press Togashi, bro, because if we force him to put out something that's like not his full work, it obviously can kind of lead to like a sort of depression if you don't get to put out your work the way you want to put it out. Like, it's his art at the end of the day. It's his story, and I honestly want him to do it the way he wants to. If I get to see Hunter x Hunter finish, that would be amazing, and I'll love that. But if I don't, that'll be okay. But that's really all I had to say for today's video, pizza people. I know it's a little bit sad, a little bit darker, but I don't know, it's just something that I wanted to put out there on my thoughts on how long Hunter x Hunter is taking to come out. Like, hey, shout out to Togashi for real though. That's a GOAT writer right there. And man, honestly, I love Hunter x Hunter, and maybe one day we will get to see a continuation. But until then, pizza people, my name is Time Pizza, and I will see you pizza people on the other side of the slice. Peace.